What's up, guys? So real quick, just take note of the time. It's about 1 minute 30 in game. So I'm just gonna kind of talk to you as I run through doing all of these. The biggest criticism I get is that they're hard to execute in a game. Like if you're being pressured like off a wave or anything like that, there are other champions, then it's hard to actually go through them. But I'm just gonna smash them all out to kind of prove that with a little bit of practice, they're pretty easy to actually get done for the most part. I say they're easy and then I just mess that one up. But we'll continue here going, and this will be the last one. So that was 30 seconds. I was kind of rushing through. That was 7 different wards, of course. This is a practice tool, so I'm kind of zooming around with the TP function. But yeah, I'll go into a bit more depth of how to actually do them. So this one for bot lane, if you're red side bot lane and you're being pushed in, and you want to know if the jungler's in this bush, or if you just kind of want to get some semblance of vision control on the river, you walk up to this this crack with the tree in it right here. And then you want to place the ward just kind of to the left of this rock. So I'm going to walk into the crack, like I'm zoomed all the way out, center my camera, and then place it there, and that's good there. This one is my favorite ward overall. If you're a blue side bottom lane and you're pushing up like my wave is right now, it's especially useful against junglers like Zac and Rek'Sai that have big gap closers that can get over this wall. They have extra gank paths, and you want to ward this tribush instead of having to walk kind of all the way around here. You can just walk up to these 2 trees, get yourself in between. You want to place the ward on this bottom leftmost pebble here. You just want to center your camera and place that ward, and there you go. This pebble doesn't exist if you have below medium graphics, so if you have a potato, then I feel like that one's just unfortunately not for you. This is the Skara ward. You just get yourself in the waterfall. The snail is or is not there depending on video settings and stuff like that, so don't use that as a guide, but we just place it basically in the middle of the rock and it goes into the bush. This one I think is probably one of the most overpowered ones, to be honest. You get yourself in this crack here against the column, like right up against the wall as close as possible, then place it on one of like the blades of grass that are kind of sticking out of the bush, and that'll place there. Top side as well, same as the one we just saw, but the other side of the map. You get yourself in this crack. And then instead of placing it on the blades of grass that are sticking out, because it's a bit further, we're just going to place it in between this kind of arc of the spell range and the bush. So we just place that one like there, and that should go in the bush. There you go. And then this one has the zombie ward still in it, but it's just the reverse of the Skara ward bot side. Same sort of thing, in between this tree and this rock, like in the center. I'm just going to place it like that. It goes over. And then this one, if you're being pushed in as a top laner, you're getting harassed under your turret sort of thing, you want to know if you're being set up for a dive or anything like that, you want to check this bush and around the river. You're going to get yourself in this crack just here in the wall. We're going to use the second, not the tip, not the first, but the second kind of leaf sticking out of this tree and just a bit above it. So you walk into the crack, you center your camera, and then not on the tip, but like just a bit above, and that ward should go in the bush, and you should get a vision if the jungler's set up for a gank, and there you go. Pretty easy.